play cards around me. Sit behind this, I dog me. I wasn't too good at math, on God, I run with problems. Hey, I'm a money harlot, not even all of it. Call it. This two-door Maybach with my seat on reclining. I'm like, real wood up, real wood up. If you ain't about that game, then shut up. If you dip me in your rats, I get. When you touch down in my hood, no, that tour life ain't good. Catch me down in MIA, and that heat game on wood. With that Puma life on my feet, like that little engine I could. Boy, I slide down in your block, bike on 12 o'clock. And they be throwing deuces on the same they watch. And I'm the king of my city, cause I'm still calling them shots. And these lanes talking that the same that flop. I'm the same from First Street with them braids that lock. The same that came up and I had to wait for my spot. And these hating on me, waiting on me, still on that hood. My Rolls Royce on E, they gon' remember me. I say remember me. So much money, your friends turn to your enemy. And when this beef, I turn my enemies. We them, they go for 40, ain't no tenant. Hold up, broke, turn rich. Love the game like Mitch. And if I leave you, they ain't done pretty. It was something about that rollie when it first touched my wrist. Had me feeling like that boy when he first touched that. I'm gone. Hey man, everybody stand up if you ever had your back against the wall and had to fight back. It's your anthem. My view from the top of the moon, I can see the whole world sitting in my hand, a maze of rooms. We finna break the rules, and we gon' make them too. I can't fall asleep, I gotta stand tall, that's what a leader do. Follow me, I'm leading you. Hey, we finna turn up, crank up the heat in here, they finna burn up. Told them I'm coming, I'm here, tell them they time up. I said it once, I'ma say it again, this here be my year. I ain't gon' show no fear, I know that I'm built to equip for what God want me to do. I'm number one out the two, it don't know way I'ma lose. I hate to struggle, but it made me harder. I made it far, but I wanna go farther. This not for me, this for my son and my daughter, my family tree and that order. I'm the chosen one, I'm wearing that jacket. I was down, now I'm up, now I was an underdog, now look who be left. I'm better than you guys, yeah. The champions, the champions. Hey, we gon' bow, never fall, the champions. The champions, the champions. Hey, we gon' bow, never fall, I put my head up and told them crown me. My ring finger got a rock on it, rock on it. I put my head up and told them crown me. My ring finger got a rock on it, rock on it, rock on it. Threw dirt on my neck, tried to bury me. Threw salt on me like that was seasoning. Now this my season. Weathered every storm that was sent my way, but promise you it wasn't easy. Took some patience and grieving. I was believing when no one believed me. I was believing when no one believed me. Now they gotta see me from the nosebleed or the front row. I don't care who I see. Dreams to reality. I'm too real for reality TV. Remember I was poor, now I'm writing this song from a balcony. Told them watch out for me, but they ain't see me coming out there. On that road, feel like keep pushing even though we don't feel right. Blood, sweat, and tears just to live life. Talk to God even when I didn't see light. Still talk to him when it got bright. Dark days were made for the spotlight. We paid, now mama can sleep tight. The champions, the champions. Hey, we gon' bow, never champions, champions. Hey, we gon' ball, never fall. I put my head up and told them crown me. My ring finger got a rock on it, rock on it. I put my head up and told them crown me. My ring finger got a rock on it, rock on it, rock on it.
So here is Toronto. Here's McDaniel. Porzingis grabs the board.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Pass to Wembanyama. On the wing, Wade. Poke loose. Throws it up high.
Arenas, a wizard with the rock.
Virginia Beach calls timeout.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
So Toronto going with almost an entirely new group here. And Wembanyama has the ball here for Virginia Beach. Garland for three. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
When Garland finds a three-point shot, he takes it. Supremely confident in his abilities.
And Graham, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
Pass to McDaniel. 5 on the clock. Here's Wade. The rebound by Diaw. Here's Serrano with the ball. Here's Arenas. And the three off target.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Honestly, we have never seen someone like Victor Wembanyama, a skilled 7.5-footer. I mean, the way he moves, it's unreal.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock him down from the line.
To the paint. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
Giannis is a monster around the rim. Too easy there.
Pass to Davis.
2 minutes running
from the corner.
2 minutes.
And again, Toronto, no good. Here's Wade from behind the arc. And Virginia Beach, another three.
Giannis' teammates know he's selfless. He's going to get the ball to the open guy, and it's on you to find your shot.
Here's the break. That one doesn't drop. Reeves with some nice D. Here's Arenas. They need this. Pass to Diaw. Here's Davis. Tries again. McDaniel pulls it in. Antetokounmpo outside. Oh, and the jam by Giannis.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdown.
Anthony Davis.
Count that bucket.
Making the most of that possession. Unwilling to give up on the play.
There's the steal. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
And I tell you what, AD is able to brush off those defenders with ease because of how strong he is. That's what they call weight room.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Shot from 16. McDaniel pulls it in. Virginia Beach leading by 6. Here's Garland. They get it back. Second chance effort. And it's blocked by Davis. Here's Wade. Off the mark there with a 3. And so Davis will bring it up for Toronto. Here's Diaw. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed.
Diaw's shot selection, really superb. He concentrates on only looking for high percentage jumpers.
Garland for 3. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
From deep, Jordan.
He
can't hit that time. And so it's Virginia Beach closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead.
With the score, your home team, 17. The visiting team.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Virginia Beach?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
The shot by Stoudemire, no good. Virginia Beach leading by 7. There's a whistle. That goes on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul.
Personal foul.
Here's Jordan.
First team foul.
Pass to Paul. Out left to the wing. Here's Nowitzki. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper. Nowitzki's got his first bucket in this one.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Doncic with it. And it's Paul picking him up. Here's Cooper. Sends it home from 3-point land. Cooper's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Here's a 3 from Paul. Drains the triple.
Really aggressive play that time by Paul at the arc, letting the other team know he's also got that kind of range.
Man, good whistle there.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Virginia Beach?
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the 3-point land never hurts.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it. Wow, what a clever pass that time by Chris Paul.
Virginia Beach leading by 11. To the middle. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Paul's got 5 points.
And Paul with the good touch on the floater. Guys, that's a difficult shot to make, that floater, but it's one of his many go-to shots.
That was your dance team. Make some noise.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Looking to end the run. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game. And here's the fast break. Here's James. Can't get it to drop. Good D by Wallace. Clark, what's incredible about LeBron? He makes as big of an impact off the court as he does on it.
B.A., I think it's going to be one of the great case studies when he's all done playing. how he's impacted the game and uplifted people across the country and world. He's a tremendous advocate for social justice. He's obviously a shrewd and successful businessman, and he's been a vocal leader who also leads by example. He's actually epitomizing the change he'd like to see in other folks and inspiring along the way.
Here's Wilkins. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Boy, I tell you what, Wilkins is athletic and cut up, just bouncing off the contact and scoring with that weight room strength.
Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the layup.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Virginia Beach calls timeout. So it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Virginia Beach. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Oh, they pick off the pass. And he stepped on the line, so they turn it over.
14 ball.
A minute 15 left to play in the second quarter. Here's Nowitzki. Fires in the triple. Nowitzki's got 5 points.
Solid look from Dirk. The way he stretches the floor really opens things up for their offense.
Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession. 58 seconds left to play in the first half.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure he wants back.
From deep, here's Doncic. Rebound, Toronto.
Great job of closing the space and getting a hand up.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
Here's Nowitzki. Tipped. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Shoots from the baseline.
Michael Cooper.
Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. He's got 5.
How about Cooper taking advantage of the opportunity there? Gets himself open and cashes in.
And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Kudos for the effort, but he got there a little too late.
Here's Arenas. Left side Reeves. From downtown. The rebound by Nowitzki. Knocked loose.
Out of bounds.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. And so it's Virginia Beach. Up
with the score. Your home team, 33. The visiting team, 19.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead.
That's something Arenas does really well, finding angles and avenues on his way to the rack.
Virginia Beach leading by 12. Back to Garland. To the right side. Lets it go. And it's Nowitzki missing.
Great work by the defense. That's the intensity coaches want to see.
Amari
hammers the lob through.
You know, he's a volume shooter and a terrific scorer, but Arenas also is a crafty passer, too.
Arenas. First personal foul.
And Virginia Beach with possession. Outside Garland. Pass to Nowitzki. Here's Wade.
Man, I love the lockdown defense of Cooper. I mean, very good because of his speed, athleticism, and smarts. Knows how to bother scorers.
Away team foul. Gilbert Arenas. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Second half getting started. About a minute played.
Substitution on the court.
And another miss by Virginia Beach.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it. He was so well positioned to interfere with the shot.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he challenged the shot, and you can see the effects on the release of that shot. I mean, it turned a simple jumper into a tough one.
When you talk about players with great ball skills, Garland comes up early in the discussion.
He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a
line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
One shot.
Toronto making a switch here. Wow! A rim-rattling jam by Giannis.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
Away team foul.
Both teams will make substitutions.
First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And Toronto calls time here.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Dance team, make some noise.
Toronto trails by 17. Down low. Here's Doncic.
Home team foul.
And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Toronto shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
Luka Doncic is a do-it-all player. I mean, he does everything for this team, including being a walking triple-double threat on a game-by-game basis.
With his level of quickness, it's tough to keep up defensively.
Well, Clark, the first 9 years of his career, he played mostly power forward. But over the last 3, Anthony Davis playing a lot of center.
And I think his game has become more focused on staying in the paint, which is where he's dominant. He's added tons of strength over the years. He's using that to his advantage. He's always been one of the special players in the league, in my opinion. And he's still one of the top 15 guys in the league for sure.
Edwards can't hit.
The shooter thought he had enough space, but the defender was right on him.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
Capella drives to the wing on the left. .116 left in the third quarter here. 6 on the shot clock. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
The decision-making of Antetokounmpo is really brilliant, in a word. He knows when to spot up, he knows when to roll to the bucket off screens, and he knows when to give it up.
And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference.
No basket.
And Davis has got the ball here for Toronto. A 12-point game. Here's Doncic. The quick look, no good that time.
Away team foul. Luka.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
Third personal foul. Fifth team foul.
If you're a head coach, you love having a guy like Chris Paul around. He's a coach on the floor for you and helps keep everyone accountable.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Wallace pulls it in. Toronto trails by 15. Here's Doncic. Good D by Antetokounmpo.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
It's Edwards on the wing. Buries it from 3. Edwards has got 5.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming in attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Your home team,
And so
48. The visiting team, 30.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Virginia Beach with the ball. 18 points separating these teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Garland for 3. And James Harden pulls it down. And so here is Toronto. Arenas. Capella with a rebound.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Arenas' role is to score the ball. He's a very active shooter and keeps the defense on its heels with his attacking.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And Virginia Beach will go for a different look here. Virginia Beach leading by 16. Right wing. Here's McDaniel. Offensive rebound. To the left wing. Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy. I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
To the inside. And Anthony slams it in.
A precision pass from a long way out.
Man, the pass, how about the catch right there? Wow, nice teamwork.
To be right on time and on target from that distance, ridiculous.
Pass to Wade. Second shot opportunity. Ooh, and an air ball on that one. Way off. Harden with it. Now Doncic defending. Anthony right side. Second chance shot. What a finish from Porzingis.
Dominant play from Porzingis on the glass, securing the ball and finishing the play strong.
Virginia Beach calls timeout.
Come on, everybody, make some noise.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message that Virginia Beach's coach was giving to his team. He told them, no time to celebrate. The work is not finished. We've got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Toronto trails by 12. Three-pointer, Harden. On target from range.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Toronto.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
Yeah, you know, the defense just hasn't been able to keep up with them in this one. The transition game, as a result of good defense, has been very strong.
Just 4 to shoot. Pass to Wade. And another miss by Virginia Beach. Here's Toronto with the ball. They've got a 13-2 run going. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Arenas is so relentless in attacking the basket, always puts all kinds of pressure on the defense.
Toronto making a switch here. Good on both.
He showed a lot of composure that trip to the line. Now it's almost a one-possession game.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
And we see this night in and night out. Garland making things happen.
At the line for 2.
And so he drops him. both, and it's a 7-point game.
Sensing an opportunity here to increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
Goes up from the block. Lays it up and banks it in. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for Virginia Beach.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
Yeah, another thing they did well defensively, closing out. Inside and outside, their defenders were flying out to shooters.
Garland. Rebound by Stoudemire.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass. And I love seeing Anthony come up with big plays in these moments because his team is dependent on him to score, especially when the game is tight.
And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
To the lineup for the home team.
Garland with the ball. Porzingis picks him up defensively. It's James on the wing. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Amari Stoudemire. Third personal foul.
He drops the first one. And that increases the lead to 6.
And James considered a franchise talent without question. This guy is the complete package.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yep, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Jordan with it. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Operating close to the rim, very comfortable for Michael Jordan. He knows exactly how to capitalize.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
At the line for the away team, Amari Stoudemire.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that brings him with an 8. And so it's Paul who brings up the ball for Virginia Beach. Off with the layup. Outside Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
The assist.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Virginia Beach calls timeout. They're leading by 6. 5 ticks left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Substitution on the court.
And so they foul intentionally.
Amari Stoudemire.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
At the line.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. And Toronto calls time here. They're losing by 8. Just 4 seconds left to play in the fourth. All right, guys, what's your take?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
Here's Arenas. A 3 off the inbound.
Gilbert Arenas.
Laces one from 3.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6.
At the line.
So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. And Toronto calls time here. They're trailing by 7. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
Off the inbound. He connects.
We win! We win!
And so it's Virginia Beach with the W. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout.
57. Thank you, fans, for being a part of tonight's game. We wish you a safe journey.